Hello everybody. Thank you for coming to our presentation. We're Jonathan and Victor and we're going to talk about our project Catch the Thief. The objectives are: the thief has to escape from the police by arriving at one of the exit signals. The policemen have to catch the thief. As simple as this. Some particularities: the thief can move and view cells far, and on the other hand, policemen only one. Despite this disadvantage, policemen know each other's position and also get information if some of its colleagues sees the thief. Opening Android's menu, we will find Catch the Thief icon. We must click it in order to start the application, and once we've done this we'll see main screen presenting the app. After this brief screen, a menu screen will show up with three different options: local game, create room and find room. On local game we will be able to play locally without using internet connection or the GPS. Then, we have create room, where we will have the opportunity to play online by setting up a room. Finally, we can reach find room, where it is dealt online game. Let's talk in detail about local game. In this game mode, no internet connection is required. Only one human player and all the other players are being controlled by an inner artificial intelligence. When in local game we can configure the number of players that are going to participate in the game and also which role we want to play as. We'll be able to choose both thief and policeman. But if we don't have any preference, you can let the application decide it for you. Then, once all set, we can press play to start game. Let's start another local game as thief in the other terminal. Now that we have both roles on screen, it's going to be easier to explain game mechanics. On left terminal we have thief perspective. As he can see all the policemen into cells of distance, he can see the other player. Also he sees all the exits of the game. In this case we've got one set behind him. Well, trouble, it's also on top of him because our board is like a torus. Let's play a bit. We're going to move policeman on right to his left cell in order to be near the thief. Hopefully we'll have chosen the cell with an exit to stop thief from being the winner. It seems so, as he hasn't moved. Now we can reach him and win the game. Going to the other terminal. Despite we could have won by going to the cell with the exit, we are going to choose the other cell to see if the AI is minimally functional. Well, policemen win again. Back to configuration screen. We are going to set some games with more than 2 players and see some gaming. Enjoy the game and don't hesitate to ask us if you have any question about what's happening. We bring also to the player the possibility to play against other real players. The rules are exactly the same. It's as easy as create a new game, set your preferences, and wait for people to fill up your room. In preferences you can configure room's name. This will help others to identify your room. Also you can set number of players, whether you want to create a geolocated game or not, and also if you want to set a password for your room to avoid foreigners from entering to your room. Let's create a room. We are going to call it, for example, Room Tag. We're going to left all the other parameters predeterminate. Now going to the other terminal we can find this room by clicking on Find Room. There it is. By clicking it we will be able to enter directly to that room or view some information about it like players that are already in. Once the room is full, the game begins. All the initial positions are set randomly as the identity of the thief. It doesn't matter where are the other players, every movement is transmitted to our server and distributed to the others. Now both terminals play together. Oh, Thief won at last. Last but not least, we are going to explain beta features. These are some features that haven't been exhaustively tested and produce some unexpected feedback. They are some features that are not fully working, but are already implemented in this project. All those features are directly linked with geopositioning. For example, if the player wants, he can transform the real world on a giant playground. To experience this, first the player has to create or join a geopositioned game. As we can see, all the GeoGames indicate the address of the game using reverse geopositioning. It's an easy way to know what game is relevant for me according to my position. In-game, players can move their position simply by walking around, and if they want to stop on the actual position they can tap the screen to validate their position. In case of the policemen, they can see all their movement in real time. The policemen have one special feature: augmented reality searcher. In geopositioning mode, if the policeman is near the thief, he has to search it himself. When the policeman sees the thief in augmented reality view, he knows where he is to go on the next step.